Celebrate good times, come on! It seems justice still exists. For Zangalang!
And salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friend, and talking about insanity. Here with my co-host, Bob.
Hello!
And today, after days of just nail-biting, what the hell's gonna go on? Is it gonna be an acquittal? Is it gonna be a mistrial with prejudice or mistrial without prejudice? Or were they gonna come back guilty? We finally know, Bob!
Finally. But anywho,
before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe for more insane news. Also, follow us on Locals,
Rumble,
Minds,
and Bastion. Dear Lord, this was more of a Soviet show trial than it was for Chauvin.
Well, that's the big thing, because the whole thing about the Chauvin trial was, Chauvin, he was a bit of a problem. But the big thing about this, the reason why this was such a huge thing, was for the simple fact of this was not just a trial for Rittenhouse.
This was a trial on whether or not you could actually defend yourself if people were attacking you.
Yep. And this was pretty much the epitome of leftist versus normal people and the right.
And luckily, the right came out. Well, the right people.
And Rittenhouse was completely exonerated, acquittal, and not guilty on everything.
And, oh yeah, he really deserved that. Especially, could you imagine being 17 years old and going through that, then spending like a year having to deal with even the president of the United States saying you are a white supremacist and people calling you a domestic terrorist?
Yeah, see, just like, I'm trying to remember, the kid, the
Covington kid?
Yeah. See, basically how he went through all that, but the thing was, he didn't kill anybody. He wasn't beaten, but he sued the absolute hell out of all the news companies,
which you can already see them trying to turn it back down. They're like, please don't sue us. Things happened and such.
No, I hope he sues them into oblivion. I hope he never has to work another day in his life from how much money he gets from them.
Yeah, no, this whole trial, the prosecution just ruined it again and again and again.
And yeah, and there was a certain point in time where I was kind of getting angry with the judge.
For the simple fact that he just didn't call mistrial?
Yeah, no, so many things came out over and over and over and over and over again, and the prosecution just kept pushing the line, and I just like, why? Why is this still going?
Well, originally, we all know, he wanted to prove that the system would work.
Also, he just didn't understand. He didn't understand how just crazy one side is and how they will go after anyone, even if they are correct. It doesn't fit the narrative,
so we'll attack them.
Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna read off a bunch of the headlines and the stuff that went crazy, and then finally just get back down to all of it. But anyways, here we go. Wha-bam! From the Daily Mail. The liberals who acted as Rittenhouse's judge and jury before hearing a word of evidence, how Joe Biden, the squad, and liberal media smeared Kyle Rittenhouse by branding him a white supremacist and domestic terrorist.
Oh yeah, we've met people who thought Rittenhouse went around killing black people.
Yeah, and then I showed them the video.
And then they realized, oh, I didn't know anything.
And then I read them the rap sheets of those people.
And you could see them getting sick.
Yep. So many people just don't pay the slightest attention or don't actually look up anything. Continue on. Then Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden tweeted a campaign video depicting Rittenhouse as a white supremacist. PolitiFact incorrectly reported that the teen violated the law by carrying a rifle in Wisconsin, which, once again, that was another big thing. It was like, because once again, if you're under 16 and you're not hunting, if you're under 16 and hunting, you're fine with the rifle. If you're under 16 not hunting, you can't carry it. He was over 16, so pretty much he's fine. But no, it's just, the law was vague, but at the same time it came out, I was like, yeah, no. On nowhere does it say a 17-year-old cannot carry a rifle. Continuing on. Esquire described Rittenhouse's behavior as terrorist tourism, despite the simple fact that his father and family lived in Kenosha and he worked in Kenosha. Continuing on. The Intercept referred to the former youth police cadet as one of several apparent white supremacist defendants, despite the fact that he was going out and actually helping people and everyone he shot was white. Continuing on. Rep. Anya Presley accused Rittenhouse of being a white supremacist domestic terrorist. The View's Joy Behar echoed the oft-repeated falsehood that the teen illegally crossed state lines with a weapon. No, it was bought for him in Kenosha, or in Wisconsin. Continuing on, Rep. Ilhan Omar declared Rittenhouse executed 2 people in Kenosha. No, he defended himself and killed a pedophile and another horrible individual who went around who had a very long rap sheet and was a wife beater and held his family at knife point. Continuing on, the chairman of the House Democratic Caucus called to lock up the Illinois teen even as the trial was still underway. MSNBC Joe Scarborough falsely claimed that the 17-year-old's mother drove him across state lines to Kenosha, which she didn't. So let's continue on. Now we're going to go from one of the biggest things that happened.
Oh yeah, this was disturbing.
Because once again, the jury knows, just living there, they know bad stuff's going down. There were people losing their minds outside of the courthouse. So even if the bus was tinted so you couldn't see them, they could still hear that. There were several people who got arrested in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, I remember, what was it? One of the guys, he was trying to accost some lady, and then the lady basically made him look like an idiot. Then he started going after her. A guy stepped in, and then that guy got slammed.
Yep, that's what happened, and he got arrested for it.
Good.
Continuing on, MSNBC News is banned from the Kenosha courthouse for the rest of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial after a man claiming to be a producer for the network was caught following the jury bus and attempting to take pictures of jurors.
Oh yeah, there was also that guy who said he was, what was his name? Floyd's nephew or something.
Yeah, or he was either Floyd or Blake. But so they claim like, oh no, I was like, I will pay money to have all these people put out there because we need to make sure they know there's going to be trouble and so on and so forth. This was, once again, these jury members this is a huge case, so these jury members are kept hidden specifically so that people don't come after them until after the trial is all done. Then I think their information will be released. But during it, no. So continuing on. And of course, MSNBC, one of the far leftist shizholes, decided, no, we don't care. We're going to go after them. We're going to find out and put out their name to make sure they know to vote the right way. Continuing on. Kenosha Police Department announced Thursday that a person claiming to be a producer for MSNBC attempted to photograph members of the jury. He also ran a red light, and that's why the police got him. MSNBC News has been banned from the Kenosha courthouse for the remainder of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Addressing the court Thursday morning, Judge Bruce Schroeder said, "This is a very serious matter, and I don't know what the truth of it is." The person was taken into custody and issued several traffic-related citations. This is the second time that a person had been suspected of trying to obtain images of the jury. Last week, a sheriff's deputy alerted the judge to the fact that a person had been trying to take pictures of the juror at the bus pickup outside the courthouse. The identity of 18 remaining jurors, 12 deliberating, and 6 alternatives have been closely guarded amid the fear of intimidation and reprisal. And if I remember correctly, trying to find, because the one person that the guy threw under the bus, James G. Morgan, who claimed he was a producer at NBC News and MSNBC under supervision of a person he identified as Irene Bond in New York. Yeah, no, it's hilarious because she completely purged Twitter and LinkedIn.
Nothing says you're perfectly in the right like completely shutting out everything.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm betting she wanted that scoop. Yeah, once again, he gave the information that he was instructed by Miss Bain in New York to follow the bus. So she's under the bus. She is... she will probably get picked up by another one of these companies, but she can never show her face in public again.
Oh, no. Continuing on.
This was one of the big things for me. Because here was the big thing. So basically what happened is the defense, the prosecution gave the defense a video that they had, hoping that it would show stuff. But the problem is it was so off and grainy that it really didn't show anything, so it was almost more of a detriment to the defense because we're just throwing stuff out there. Well, the jury wanted to see that video again, and the prosecution let them see a new video.
What's new about it?
It's in much better quality, meaning they gave the defense a lower and even a altered version of the footage. So it wasn't as if they didn't give them the evidence; they gave them wrong evidence.
Oh God. These people are terrible.
Yeah, Binger is awful, and the other guy's pretty garbage as well. But continuing on. Exclusive. Kyle Rittenhouse prosecutors held back high-def drone footage of Kenosha shootings from defense and gave them low-quality videos, sparking them to file a mistrial motion that could see Rittenhouse walk free. Now, the biggest thing about this was, I wonder if they have it here, on his, basically, on the prosecution's laptop. I don't think they have it, but on the prosecution's laptop, literally there was a picture of it, and it had programs specifically made to alter video and stuff like that, like aspect ratio. You can drop a 1080p down to 480p.
So wait, what happened then?
He basically tried to claim, oh, this stuff just happens, but the name of the video is different, which doesn't happen when you send it. It happens when you change the video. So pretty much he tampered with evidence.
I really hope they go to prison.
I hope they do too, but probably not. Continuing on. Assistant District Attorney Thomas Binger initially shared a low-quality drone footage from the night of the shooting with the defense. The defense claimed Binger only shared the high-definition footage after evidence had closed on Saturday, so he couldn't come out against it. According to motion filed today by the defense, the problem is the prosecution gave the defense a compressed version of the video. What that means is the video provided to the defense was not as clear as the video kept by the state, so giving them altered evidence. The motion states, lawyers for Rittenhouse filed a motion for mistrial with prejudice based on this and several other grounds because they also used AI sampling on a picture to. What the problem is when you do stuff like that, it takes a really grainy picture and the AI tries to figure out what to fill in the blanks.
So it alters it.
Yep.
And they tried to pass it off as real.
Yep.
These people are awful.
Really, they do. And once again, there's the whole thing of Binger pointing the gun at the jury, finger on trigger.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. And scary.
Continuing on. Once again, this was another big thing. Who's checking the fact checkers? PolitiFact and Facebook are slammed with wrongfully claiming that Kyle Rittenhouse couldn't legally carry his AR-15 after judge dropped charge and was ruled he was within the law.
Who fact checks the fact checkers?
No one. I lost my Twitter because I said, when I put out a video, I put a hashtag Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. That's the only thing I can think of that got my thing changed, because immediately when I logged it up the next day, there was a huge update talking about certain things you can no longer say, and then I was like, well, Mike, it's gone. It's permabanned. No warning, no nothing. Nope, you gone because you dare say this person has the right to defend himself. So what are they going to do now? Am I going to get my account back?
Oh, no.
No, I'm not. So all that time I put into it, gone. It's just gone. But once again, it was... In August 2020, PolitiFact declared it false to say it was perfectly legal for Kyle Rittenhouse to carry his AR-15 to Kenosha, Wisconsin, which, in the end, came out, no, yes, he's perfectly fine and within his rights to do that. So yeah, on Monday, the trial judge ruled it was, in fact, legal, citing a loophole presented by the Rittenhouse legal team. It's not a loophole, that's how it was written. PolitiFact rushed to a conclusion after being sent a Facebook post by a woman in Maine. Facebook had flagged it to them as part of their fact-checking partnership. This is, once again, don't have Facebook. Only use Twitter for just, I don't even know. I basically use it now just for quick lookups on other people like Tim Pool and all that stuff. That's about it. I don't even know if I should post stuff there anymore. Or I might not just I'll just post the most normal hashtags available, because apparently if you post the wrong one,
you get screwed.
Yep. The PolitiFact writer called the woman's claims unproven at best and inaccurate at worst. Either way, we rate the post false. Which, once again, PolitiFact has doubled down on the fact check on Tuesday, calling it a gray area. No, you're wrong. Hardly a case of something being perfectly legal. Our fact check remains unchanged. No, you're just wrong, and you want to double down. Continue on to the next one. This one also really annoyed me.
Exclusive. Jump kick man who was filmed kicking Kyle Rittenhouse in the head before the teen shot at him is revealed as a career criminal with an open domestic violence charge for throwing his girlfriend to the ground and attacking her.
Okay, why is this a big thing, you ask?
I didn't ask, but why is it a big thing?
Because the prosecution knew.
Wait, really?
They knew, yes, and they specifically charged him with certain things so that the defense, once again, they knew who he was. They didn't mention that. But because they have charged him with certain things, he cannot go up and testify against himself.
Oh, yeah. That is absolutely idiotic and evil.
It is. Now let's continue on. Marance Freeland, 39, has admitted that he was the one who kicked Kyle Rittenhouse in the head on the night of August 25th, 2020. Rittenhouse is charged, blah, 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 we don't care. Charged with recklessly endangering safety of Freeland. He jumped, he kicked him in the head. I'm sorry, you attacked me, I'm going to shoot you. Who was also known as Jump Kick Man. The state has painted all these actors as heroes attempting to take down an active shooter. Yeah, I'm sorry, a pedophile, someone who abuses family and beats his wife, this guy, and then Gage, who also has a criminal history. Yeah, no, these guys aren't heroes. They're arsonists and terrorists and just bad people all around. But the Daily Mail can reveal at the time of the 2020 incident, Freeland was out on bond and is a career criminal. He was charged with battery, domestic abuse, criminal damage to property, domestic abuse and disorderly conduct, domestic abuse. Freeland was charged for the incident that took place on March 23rd, 2020, but between Freeland and his partner, McDuffie. McDuffie told the police Freeland threw her to the ground and kicked her in the lower right rib cage and then began punching the television. So not a good person. And once again, they kept them from finding out because they didn't want him to be able to incriminate him. They didn't want another person on there showing that, oh yeah, no, see this guy? This guy's a horrible person. And but let's think about those left behind.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the families of these horrible people.
There is no accountability. Family of one of the two men shot dead by Kyle Rittenhouse said his not guilty verdict sends unacceptable message that armed civilians could show up in any town and incite violence. They weren't the ones that incited violence. They were the ones fighting the people who were burning things down and attacking people. I believe that you should be allowed to go and throw gas bombs and light fires and try and push flaming dumpsters towards gas stations. God, these people are horrible. But once again, see, here they are. I love how sad and like, oh my God, but let's see who this is. From the left, Carrie and Stewart, Joseph Rosenbaum's fiance. The pedo's fiance. Susan Hughes, Anthony Huber's great aunt. So Huber was once again the guy who went around and attacked his own family and held them at knife point. And Hannah Greetings, Anthony Huber's girlfriend, reacted as Rittenhouse and found not guilty. I feel so bad that these horrible people are no longer alive to do horrible things and hurt people. Sarcasm.
Immense. So yeah, that's it. Thank God, because in the end, because once again, I can tell you right now, if this had come back guilty, it wasn't going to stop them from rioting. They were still going to riot.
Oh yeah, if it's any day and why, they'll riot.
But here's the big thing now. This has sent a message to those people, those Antifa tards, those social justice tards, that you cannot go out and attack people. If you do, you will. If you do and they shoot you, if you do and you lose your life, you forfeit your life because you're an idiot. That's my right to defend myself against you. Hopefully, no, we need more people like Kyle Rittenhouse going out and protecting, because it's obvious the police aren't going to do jack. The government ain't going to do jack. The governors, the mayors, they ain't going to do jack. We have to protect our own stuff. And now this has sent a message to all of them. Watch out, because if you do attack us, if you do start shiz, we will finish it, and we are in our right to do so, which is such a horrible thing, I think I have to say. But anywho, this is a great thing. Kyle Rittenhouse is innocent. These idiots can go to heck. They're probably already there, and they've been there. And anywho, that'll be the end of this little video. If you like this video, then check the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.